Lueroi's Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver Walkthrough, Part 48. So you thought the Elite Four was pretty tough, huh? Well, get ready for the 5th member of the Elite Four, because in the world of Pokemon, they have false advertising, and they put 5 people in the Elite Four. Well, anyways, this is the champion. I think you guys know Lance. We saw him earlier on in the game. And now it's time for the final showdown versus Lance, the Dragon-type Master. However, he's actually not a Dragon-type Master. He's a Flying-type Master. I mean, we all know this. Come on, Gyarados is not a Dragon-type. It's a Water and Flying-type. All of his Pokemon are Flying. He only has 3 Dragons. Anyways, Gyarados knows the moves Dragon Pulse, Waterfall, Flail, and Ice Fang. So, you know, Lance thought he could get away with just giving it Dragon Pulse. Yeah, that counts as a Dragon, doesn't it? Gyarados is 4 times weak to Electric. It also has a weakness to Rock. If you have Electric-type moves, definitely whip them out and use them. You will kill this thing pretty easily. If you don't have Electric, you're probably in for a rough ride, I'm not going to lie. Waterfall is his most powerful move on Gyarados, and it's pretty bad. It'll do a lot of damage. Look at that! Critical hit to start off the battle. I'm just going to use Stockpile. That will boost up my defenses, which is pretty much just going to get me through this entire fight. Yeah, guys, I'm planning on using this level 37 Lantern to take down Lance's entire team. So if you don't believe me, you don't think I can do it, then, you know, buckle up, because it's going to be fun. And I will prove you all wrong. Wahaha. And I just flinched. Isn't that awesome? Alright, so let's try Stockpile again. Luckily, Gyarados can't do a whole lot to Lantern. Defensively, it's pretty easy to counter. Waterfall is powerful, but Dragon Pulse isn't that good. Neither is Ice Fang, so it's not that hard to counter. Putting damage on it's the hard part. If you don't have Electric, it's going to be pretty tough, because Gyarados has good defenses. Let's go ahead and heal up here, because I'm not really in the mood to die, like, 1 minute into the video. So let's use a Hyper Potion. And if you're at a low level like me, you will want a lot of Hyper Potions with you for this fight. Basically, my plan is to use Stockpile 3 times. That's the most you can use it. And from there, I'm just going to use Thunder, Surf, and Blizzard to hopefully take down this team. It's going to be pretty tough, and I'm going to need a little bit of luck, but I think we can do it. Anyways, at this point, Lantern can take hits all day from Gyarados. I mean, Gyarados does have really good attacking power, but it doesn't know a whole lot of super powerful moves, so you can actually kind of take its hits pretty well. Anyways, there's the 3rd Stockpile, and from here, we're just going to use Thunder. Try to knock it out in 1 hit, so let's see if we can do it. And yeah, Waterfall is not going to do diddly to Aqua Volt, because Lantern is just that awesome. Oh, and Thunder missed, so never mind about the awesome part. Yeah, Gyarados is a tough Pokemon, but it is only his first. I mean, he has 6 Pokemon on his team, so it is going to be a rough battle. I mean, a lot of people... Oh, we missed again! Perfect. Yeah, a lot of people try to say this is like an easy fight because his levels are low, but seriously, I mean, your levels aren't going to be that much higher, so it's definitely a challenging fight. We'll talk more about it later with his other Pokemon, but yeah, Thunder's finally going to hit. And, I don't know, Gyarados has pretty good special defense. Oh, so close! I mean, I can't even knock you out in 1 hit. How embarrassing. Well, yeah, he usually uses full restores when he's low on health. Lantern's not the greatest attacker in the world, so, yeah, whatever. I guess I shouldn't expect to knock him out in 1 hit, especially when I'm this low on health. And my dog just sniffed into the camera. Hopefully it runs away. Get out of here, dog. I don't want you ruining this epic moment. Alright, so, when he gets low on health, he's probably going to use Flail. Flail has more power the lower Gyarados' HP is. So that's why I'm just using Thunder here, just to make sure I get it out of the way. I'm worried a Surf would knock it out completely, and I don't want Flail to get, like, super insane power, so that's why I went with the Thunder. Anyways, next up is Dragonite. I hope you guys like fighting Dragonite, because Lance has 3 of these things on his team. He has 1 of them at level 50. This is his most powerful. It does the moves Safeguard, Outrage, Fire Blast, and Hyper Beam. Basically, it's going to use Outrage, and basically, it's going to kill you. Dragonite is 4 times weak to Ice. So, if you have Ice, you absolutely need to use it. It's like your only hope. It's also weak to Rock and Dragon types. So, those will work pretty well as well. It'll work pretty well as well. Yeah, I'm going to use a Hyper Potion, just because I don't want to get myself killed. Here's my advice when taking these Outrages. Alright, so Outrage will hit you really hard for 2 to 3 turns, and then Dragonite gets confused. So right here I'm going to go ahead and use Blizzard, but what I'd recommend doing is just kind of stalling him out with Hyper Potions. You should take the Outrage, heal up, take it, heal up, and eventually he will get confused, and then you can go in for damage. That's what I'd recommend doing. Luckily, Lantern can actually take more than one Outrage, so I can go for Blizzard. I also attached the Never Melt Ice to get a little boost in power from my Ice-type moves. I'd recommend you do the same for taking these things on. And yeah, its Citrus Berry restores health. Dragonite is just so good overall. Its stats are just really high all over the place, including its defenses. So this thing is a nightmare putting damage on, especially if you don't have Ice types. I would highly recommend picking up the Blizzard TM at the department store in Goldenrod. Pretty much every water type can learn Blizzard, and having an actual Ice type will be even more useful, because then you'll get even more power behind your Blizzards. Or whatever Ice type you want to use. Alright, so Dragonite is officially confused, which means our lives are a lot easier now. Now, 50% of the time he can't attack. Alright, so if you use a Safeguard, then you should, like, sigh in relief, because it's not going to kill you or anything, but yes, Hyper Beam and Fire Blast aren't quite as powerful, so that makes it a little easier. And did you see? I thought I was going to kill you right there. God dang it. You seriously lived with one little hit point, didn't you? Alright, so I think he's going to heal here, so I'm just going to use another Blizzard, assuming he's going to be... Oh, you didn't heal! Wow, I'm surprised, I gotta say. Ooh, Hyper Beam! Alright, so Hyper Beam does a lot of damage the first turn, but then the second turn he is forced to rest up, so makes it easier. Okay, I guess we're going to knock out Dragonite. I am surprised. I thought he was going to heal, but... Well, there we go! We got the first beast out of the way, but we still have two more to deal with, so... Yeah, but that one's easily the hardest. It is the most challenging thing in the entire game, pretty much, up at this point. But yeah, he's got more Dragonites ready for us. He's got two of them at level 49. They both know Thunder Wave, Hyper Beam, and Dragon Rush. Then one knows Thunder, and one knows Blizzard. So I'll start by healing up. Now, Dragon Rush isn't nearly as bad as Outrage. Dragon Rush is pretty inaccurate, so it will miss a lot, and it's not nearly as powerful. So Dragon Rush is a bit easier to deal with. I'd recommend doing the same strategy with Hyper Potions. Just kind of stall out his Dragon Rushes until he misses. Then you can go in for damage. Always a good idea. Now, he's just being stupid using Electric-type moves, which don't even work on Lantern. So I'm just going for Blizzard. And it should be a 2-hit KO, unless I get a critical hit, or freeze it, which would be nice. But yeah, Lantern doesn't even have the power to knock him out in one hit, but I'm mainly relying on Lantern's defenses right now. So yeah, Dragon Rush can also make you flinch. Kind of annoying, but as you can see, not quite as powerful as Outrage. So this Blizzard will knock it out. So hey, there we go. Dragonite number 2 is down. But yeah, the stalling technique works very well. If you guys haven't caught on yet, just keep using your Hyper Potions, taking the hits, then eventually when he misses, then you get a free turn to attack him with full HP. Works with Outrage as well. So this Dragonite's the exact same. The other one knew Thunder, so this one should know Blizzard. Still, I'm not really worried. And yeah, I actually ran out of my own Blizzard, so I'm going to use an Ether here to restore my power points. But yeah, things are looking pretty good for us. Pretty much at this point, a critical hit would ruin me because critical hits get through all those defense boosts, but I should be fine. I'm going to use a Hyper Potion right here to get my health back. I'm using a lot of Hyper Potions in this battle, but it's kind of necessary with the strategy I'm using, especially since these Dragonites have so much power. Yeah, really, I mean, it's almost like necessary to have an Ice-type move on you in this game. Otherwise, this battle is a nightmare. But Rock types really come in handy, because Rock types usually have good defenses. And I'm missing a lot, but oh well. Rock types typically have good defenses to take these hits, and they can dish out a lot of damage with Stone Edge and stuff like that. But there we go, Blizzard finally hit. I guess I only missed once. I'm actually getting pretty lucky with accuracy after the first few misses with Thunder. But yeah, hopefully we can finish off this Dragonite after we heal, of course, because I don't want to get myself killed. It's the annoying thing with this strategy. Annoying thing with having low levels, you always have to heal constantly, since these things are so powerful. I mean, is it really necessary for Lance to have 3 Dragonites? I mean, how much time do you have in your hands to train 3 of these things? They don't even evolve until level 55. Speaking of which, you are obviously a hacker. I mean, Lance is a hacker. He's a cheater. I mean, you can't even have Dragonites under level 55, but he's the Pokemon League champion. I mean, with 3 hacked Pokemon on his team, so there you go. The world of Pokemon is corrupt. Full of cheaters, but there we go! We took down the trio of Dragonites, which means the hard stuff is out of the way. Now we just have to deal with this last couple of Flying-type Pokemon. First off, we got Charizard. Charizard is a Fire and Flying type. So that means it's 4 times weak to Rock, which a lot of people don't realize. Also, Water and Electric types work very well. Charizard knows Air Slash, Fire Fang, Shadow Claw, and Dragon Claw. Really not too bad. Fire Fang is not nearly as powerful as something like Flamethrower, so it's not so bad. And yeah, he puts Dragon Claw on his Charizard because he thinks that makes it a Dragon type or something. But we all know it's a Fire and Flying, so I'm just going to use Surf. I can take these hits all day. I mean, Fire Fang's not that bad. Air Slash is kind of powerful, but as long as you can put out a Pokemon that can take Air Slashes pretty well, you know, something that can take Flying types, you should be fine. Rock types just dominate this thing. And there we go! Critical hit! Charizard goes down. Yeah, Charizard's fast, has good special attack, but not the hardest Pokemon in the world to put damage on, especially with a Rock type. And most people have Water types, and Water types just dominate that thing. So, here we go! Last up is Aerodactyl, his Rock and Flying type. This thing does the moves Thunder Fang, Rock Slide, Aerial Ace, and Crunch. It's very fast, has pretty good physical attack, but its defenses are kind of low, so critical hits, super effective moves, pretty much just knock it out, or do a bunch of damage. He mainly uses Rock Slide, that's his best move, but, you know, I can take it pretty dang well, so let's go with Surf. Aerodactyl has a whole bunch of weaknesses. Water, electric, ice, rock, steel. So you should have a Pokemon to put a lot of damage on this thing. I mean, once you get past those Dragonites, I mean, your life is just easy. Because Aerodactyl is not too bad at all. Hopefully another Surf can take him out. I don't know if it will for sure. Yeah, he's just going to keep using Rock Slide. Rock Slide can make you flinch, which is kind of annoying, but as long as you have your potions at the ready, you should be fine. Wait, is this gonna kill it? Did you just... Oh, no! Okay, I seriously thought I just won this battle. Alright, so darn, he's gonna use a full restore. Alright, I wonder why he didn't use that earlier on his Dragonite. That will confuse me for the rest of my life, but... Anyways, let's use a Surf. Yeah, at this point, I am seriously just dominating you, Lance. Like, I've just been using this one Lantern to take down your entire team. Alright, I'm just gonna use Thunder right now because I feel like ending this battle this minute. Like, let's kill you right now. Yes! There we go! Alright, so, Lance, how do you feel? You just lost to a single Lantern. Like, all my other Pokemon, I didn't even need them. They were not necessary. Lantern beat you on its own. You should be ashamed. It's not even at level 40. It killed you by itself. Like, pure ownage. Lantern, Aquavolt, you are officially a god. Like, I'm going to worship Lantern every day for the rest of my life. We are champions! Like, I can't... Deep breaths, people. Deep breaths. Okay, what is this? Are you kidding me? Of course, every time someone has to waltz in here and try to ruin my life. Try to spoil my epic moment. Here we go. So... What are you, the professors in here? Like, how did you get in here? Did you seriously beat the Elite Four? I don't think so. I think you are trespassing. Security! Get this crazy old man out of here. I don't know who he is. Interview? I don't do interviews. My player doesn't even talk. Haven't you figured that out yet? Seriously, let's go to the Hall of Fame with Lance. Good thing people in Pokemon are not sore losers. Claire. Oh, and, Whitney. Yeah, all the women in this game are sore losers. But luckily the champion isn't. So, Lance, it's been a long time since I last came here. Really? I mean, there's like one room right behind you and you never go back there? Like, you just stand in that one room all day, you never come back here? That's weird. Well, it's finally time to get inducted into the Hall of Fame, that's what I think. So, now that the former league champion Lance is done talking, we can get inducted into the Hall of Fame. So here we go. Lantern, my Aquavolt. The MVP, what can I say? Without Lantern, I would have been... I would still be trying to get my 8th gym badge. Alright, Batman, my Crobat. I struggled to evolve you into a Golbat, but once I did, you were just awesome, so nice job. Dim the Heracross, just a beast from day one. Great Pokemon, awesome attack stats. You would not regret adding one of those to your team. Rocky the Golem pretty much just dominated from the start of this game. Would not have gotten my first 2 gym badges without Rocky. And of course, Herbie, my Meganium, the starter. Seems like just yesterday you were a Chikorita. And now, look at you now, a Meganium in the Hall of Fame. And of course, my stupid HM slave. Yeah, we had a lot of HM slaves throughout this game, but that was my last one, Poliwhirl. So there they are, all together, the League Champions. Thank you all for watching my Heart Gold and Soul Silver walkthrough, but we are definitely not done yet. We still have a whole other region to explore. There is a lot more coming up, so stay tuned for more. And I will see you guys all next time.